Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. Lining up for a first down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start. And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll leave it with him. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
They're setting up the screen. And he's still running after the move. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense...
Can anyone catch him? And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Touchdown Longhorn! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Texas.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. defense has them pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on 4th down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job on the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, he tosses it back. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Oh, look out. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Rebels are rolling down the field. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown! Ole Miss! What a catch and run for 6. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Toledo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Off the play fake. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Ware. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. On the move at the 30. Oh, left and grabbing. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity. The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 4th down, and the clock continues to dwindle away. They get right to the line of scrimmage. Oh, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll go right back to the run.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
In the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outright.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Texas.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Texas, 14.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half.
Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Ware. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
4th down is just another down to these guys. A perfect 4 for 4 so far. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make.
And that pass picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Brings up second down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeps it. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder. Heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. He's going for it all. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute it.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this round.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Wilcox. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Keeps the legs moving. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the 1st down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Now on the move. And the Rebels have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ole Miss 28, Texas 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the tailback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way, find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands, and the QB couldn't get it done.
On fourth down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 10 over Vanderbilt. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
The Rebels are marching down the field. Direct snap. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. This is a designed run. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
On the move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21. Texas.
Fair catch called for and made. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll try it over the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. 4th down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. He's loose. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
So maybe just to make the final score look a little better, they'll go for 2 here. Lipstick on a pig, anybody? Trying to pound it in. He is denied short of the end zone as the 2-point try fails, and this will remain a 9-point lead. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.